Hello guys, this is Mavic, and for today's episode we're going to be talking about my spider plant, or the Sclerophytum comosum. This is also called the airplane plant. Hello everyone! The spider plant is one of the most popular indoor plants, and for a good reason. They are fast-growing plants, easy to grow, have tremendous air purifying qualities, and they are beautiful too. These plants are native to South Africa. They are non-toxic and safe for humans, dogs, and cats. There are a few varieties. Sclerophytum comosum, which is the standard variety. It is all green, but you'd rarely see this in stores. However, it can be the healthiest variety because it produces much more chlorophyll than any of the variegated types. And then there is Sclerophytum comosum variegatum. So this is the variegated variety. And this is the most common type of spider plant that you would see in stores. It has white stripes in the middle of each blade and green on the outside. And then there's another one, which is Sclerophytum comosum reverse variegatum, which is exactly what the name implies. Essentially, the edges are white and the center is green. So just take a look at what I have here. So here we have white center blades and the other one has a green center. So I got my plants from a local grower for about $6 each, and each pot had about 3 to 4 plants in it. So right now, all of my spider plants have baby spiders, so I thought of sharing some care tips with you. Now, in terms of watering, spider plants do not like wet soil, so make sure you let the soil dry before watering. And to make sure that the plant receives enough water, you can sit the plant in a sink and allow the water to soak into the plant. And then just let the plant drain before rehanging them. So these plants can go for a week or two without watering. They have these water-storing tuberous roots that help them survive when you forget to water it for a few weeks. If you overwater them, they would get these brown spots in the middle. So during winter months, you may start to see some brown leaf tips, which indicates that the air is too dry, so mist your spider plant regularly to keep them moist. Now you can fertilize them twice a year during spring and summer, but make sure that the soil is damp before applying any fertilizer. There is no need to feed them in the fall or winter. Now, in terms of light, they grow well in places with great lighting condition, so bright indirect sunlight is good for them. And I just noticed that the plants that I place in my south-facing window are doing much better. I have plants in our sunroom, which is east-facing, and they're just not doing as great. Now, it is also important to avoid getting direct sunlight because the leaves could burn and turn brown. This is the plant that I place in my sunroom, and this is getting a direct morning sun. They have babies, but the leaves are so scorched. Now for pruning, to keep them looking at their best, you can trim the leaves in the summer or spring. If you want to keep them under tight control, you should also prune the spiderets or the baby spiders. So simply cut off the leaves at the base of the plant, and to prune the spider babies, just cut the longest stems back to the base of the plant. Now, in terms of pot or repotting, spider plants grow best when they are slightly root-bound. Actually, they produce more babies when they are root-bound. However, the plants and roots grow fast. You'll want to think about repotting your spider plants before they crack their pots. You just have to keep an eye on your spider plant. When you see roots showing above the soil, it is time to start moving them to larger pots. Now let's talk about baby spiders. Mature spider plants will produce spiderets at the end of their long stems. If you wish to propagate your spider plant, you simply have to cut off the baby spiders. You can stick it directly in a pot of moist soil and then water gently. The other method that I have used as well is to stick this spideret in a glass of water, and I just waited until they root before I transfer them over to a pot of soil. So these are all the baby plants that we got from just one plant, and we have propagated them, so I just thought of sharing with you our propagation process. Alright, so that's how I propagate and take care of my spider plants. I hope you learned something from me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video.